all, set to achieve. Welcome to another video. Today I wanted to do an update on my iPhone reselling journey and how everything is going. So from the last time that I put out a video, okay, let me just take my glasses off. So the last time I put out a video, I was talking about the fact that I bought a scale. So I actually sent out my first phone. It was just one phone because I wanted to kind of like get the ball rolling and kind of like get my whole system and process going. So I sent it out via USPS, the post office, and it was a little slow. I feel the 4th of July weekend probably affected things. It took a few days for it to arrive. But this morning I got an alert that it had finally arrived at the PO box of the direct buyer that I buy it from. So I was like, cool. By the way, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, be a part and join the family. Like the video if you learned anything or you got anything out of it, and share. Okay, so anyway, I got an alert from my direct buyer. So first I got an alert from the post office because I get like automated like alerts and stuff showing me like where my delivery is at and stuff like that. So I finally got an alert that it had been delivered to the PO box, the address. So I was like, cool. So like a few hours later, I got a WhatsApp, I guess you could say, message, basically adding me to a group. Okay, and the group is for the direct buyer that I'm buying from. By the way, the direct buyer that I'm using is Atlas Mobile. So you can, I'm not gatekeeping. You can go on Google and type in Atlas Mobile. They are a great direct buyer. You can sell your phones to them. They have a price sheet, which is very, very, very like key if you are doing iPhone reselling, because you want to be able to have a price cap in terms of what the buyers are willing to buy it for. It's very hard for you to be able to make an offer to people that you are like, because you're running Facebook ads. I have a video that I put out yesterday talking about exactly from A to B to Z, exactly how I'm able to run my Facebook. I use messages. It's very clear, and I've been getting great results. Right now my cost per message is less than $2. It's like $1.66 or 67. Very, very affordable, and I'm only spending $5 a day. Okay, so if you're someone that wants to get your feet wet in terms of getting the foundations and just learning the processes when it comes to iPhone reselling, you definitely want to go ahead and watch these videos, and you want to take some action. Okay, and by the way, one of the content creators that I've learned a lot from, he also has a free course on school. It is Tyce, Tyce, Hibbert, Hibbert. I hope I'm saying it correctly, but he is great because he has a school community, whereby you are able to learn, like the basics in terms of you're able to learn the basics in terms of iPhone reselling, like using SICW to kind of do your research when you meet up with the customers, in terms of like he delves more into outreaching for the free course, and then I think his paid course, he goes into like Facebook ads, running Facebook ads. I already know how to run for Facebook ads, so and I already have a direct buyer, so I don't really see the need really to go ahead and buy purchase the paid course. But I think he also offers like a whole bunch of other buyers that you can buy from. But I think having my price sheet and already having like a direct buyer, I think that is, like that puts me ahead of the game. So I'm just putting it out there for people that want to go ahead and get started with iPhone reselling. You can get started, and there's so much free content that is out here on YouTube. Another great content creator is what is his name? Money Man Jeff. Yeah, Money Man Jeff. He's also really great. He has a lot of free information as well. To kind of give you some details on ways to kind of like understand this business, because when you are first starting, it's all about gaining knowledge. And so I wanted to put out this video because I actually, for the first time, so after I got the alert that they had added me to the group for my direct buyer, I got an invoice, okay, telling me exactly how much they were gonna pay. So I accepted the invoice, and then he asked me for my PayPal. I told him that I would like my money sent via PayPal, and then he asked for my PayPal email, and I sent it to him. So so I should be receiving the money anytime today, or so very soon. And I know I said that when you first start this business, you're not gonna have profit, but for the first time I actually did make profit. So I see that I'm improving in terms of assessing the phones, knowing what to offer, knowing, especially at the meetups. Like for example, with this particular phone was a iPhone SE. I don't know if it was a 3rd generation or not, but it was an SE. And the direct buyer was offering $55 for an unlocked iPhone SE, which was fine. And initially I was offering the buyer $40. I probably should have offered him a lot less. If I wanted to make some profit, at least $20 to $30 profit, I probably should have offered him 30, right? But I offered 40, right? So that would have been a $15 profit, right? But then when I got to the meetup and I saw that his battery was service, so basically it was like completely damaged and would have to be replaced, I told him that no, I could not pay $40, that I have to pay half, so it'll be 20. Okay, and he was fine with it. So I assessed the phone, it looked okay and everything. I didn't use 6W, which I probably should have at that meeting. I was still trying to figure out, like, I think he logged out of his iCloud, or it was saying something, but I just was like, okay, you know what, fair is fair. Let me just go ahead and give him the 20, and then I will do some more research, trying to like, so I was still like learning how to log out of Find My iPhone, because so that the phone will be able to be tracked, so some of those foundational things I was still learning, but things like in terms of like bargaining and being able to be like firm with a customer, I'm getting those down, like, and I looked at like when I started like running Facebook ads and how many customers that I've gotten, or people that have reached out to me via message, and I saw that I had like over 40 messages, like, and in less than, like, I think it was like less than 3 weeks, like 17 days, so, and only like paying about $5 a day. Initially I started out with $10 a day running the leads ad, but I found out that like running Facebook ads via engagement for messages, it's much more cost effective. So just like even with the ads, like learning a lot, learning what I should or shouldn't do, and yeah, so I have had people reach out to me, and it's like when you are starting and you haven't like gotten like a lot of funds, I've been having to also say no to a lot of people that have been offering, like, like somebody reached out to me yesterday. He said he has an iPhone 16 Pro brand new, and and unlocked, and how much could I give him for it, and those are probably going upwards of like $500 to $600, and I didn't have that, so I told him that I wasn't buying. So the great thing about this is that you can start from wherever you are, okay? If people are reaching out to you like via your Facebook ads, and they are asking for or trying to sell like the newer models, you don't have to be, you don't have to buy the newer model. Just let them know, or you can even like in your creative, on your description, your ads, you could just put not buying newer models, buying 2 to 3 generations down, or under, or middle. You can just put whatever like in your actual ad script, or copy. You can put down what you're buying, and what you aren't buying, whatever. You can even put it in your creative, but I just try to be general about the area that I'm buying. And typically video ads are much more effective. People are seeing you. They can sense your personality, and they're much more effective. So if you're running Facebook ads, make sure that you're doing video ads. They're much more effective than just like, just some some like picture or something like that, that some people do. And yeah, so people reach out to you. Some people reach out to me like already offering their phone number, and like there was one that he had an iPhone 14, it was unlocked, and he wanted to switch over to Android, and so he asked, how much I was going to offer. I told him I was going to offer him 100, and because the direct buyers were offering like I think like 170 or something, so I told him I was going to offer him 100, and he was like, no, that he already had somebody that was offering him 250. Like for iPhone 12. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine, and he said I think it was like 128 gigabytes or whatever, and he wanted, so I was like, well, go with the person that wanted to, offer you more. But having that price sheet is very, very key. Having a price sheet, and with Atlas Mobile, they have their price sheet on Google Docs, so you can just go on there and it tells you what grade A, grade B, grade C, grade D is. It tells you, the iPhones, the different models, and gigabytes in terms of locked. The prices for unlocked and the prices for locked are completely different. And just learning all these different things, learning how to read the price sheet. That is another, knowledge that, is very foundational and will help you a lot in terms of being able to make your offer, learning to negotiate. I mean, if somebody, being able to just walk away. If somebody tells you, I mean, put your offer in, and if they don't agree with it or whatever, there's crack in the, like somebody presented me with the iPhone. She said she had the iPhone 7 last night. I told her I'm not buying that low, because I think they're only paying like $40 for that. I mean, what am I going to offer her? If the direct buyers are paying $40, do I offer her $1, $2? I mean, what do it's like? So it didn't make any sense. I told her I'm not buying those. And then she's like, okay, that she has also has an iPhone 12, but it's cracked in the front and the back. And I'm like, I looked at the price sheet. I saw how much they were offering for like or they were paying, or they were buying an iPhone. I think it was like 12. I think it was unlocked or whatever for grade D, because it's cracked in the back and the front. So I think I offered her like 55 or something, and she, she said thank you, but I think the thank you was like she didn't, she wasn't willing to accept it or whatever. So so it's all about kind of thickening your skin a little bit, and understanding what you're doing, understanding how to assess the phones, understanding how to relate with the customers, so it's a whole basically like a whole new world when you're doing iPhone reselling. So but I mean, it's exciting. So for the first time, so like I said, so I ended up paying 20, and I was correct, because the direct buyer Atlas Mobile were willing to offer me 55, right? But for the degraded battery, they offered 35. So I still made a $35 profit. So so when I got the invoice today and I saw the amount I accepted, it said it was 35. It said service battery, which is like degraded battery, that needed to be replaced. So they took out $20, yeah, it's 55 to 35. That's $20 for that, So so my calculations were correct, So I made a $15 profit, So I'm already beginning to kind of like be in profit mode, even though, I mean, at least for this phone, even though I'm still kind of like at a I mean, they haven't paid yet, but I believe that they should pay between today and tomorrow, hopefully today. so that I can have that in my PayPal. But yeah, and I think accepting PayPal is great because, you know, that way you're protected. You know, if anything happens or whatever, you know, with your money and things like that. So especially when you're dealing with direct buyers, you do want to you know, I think PayPal works great. So yeah, so I'm learning the process. You know, now I know that when I go ahead and send it, because I was like having like some doubts and, you know, a little bit of worry, like, okay, you know, when's it gonna arrive? Because it was taking like a while. I sent it on the 3rd, and it was like today's the 8th, and I'm like, okay, what is going on? But I knew the 4th of July might have affected things, and so I'm thinking probably next time I'll probably try UPS as opposed to USPS. But, you know, just like a whole lot of things. You know, I told you I got a scale. I got a packaging. I got the little bubble wraps and things to wrap it up and all of that. So yeah, it's a process, but I'm learning, and, you know, I'm already kind of like being profitable, like little by little. So yeah, this is a business that you want to get started with. It's great. It is it has a lot of you know, of course there's a lot to learn in the beginning, but once you kind of like get your feet wet and everything, you can start making money. So again, it's set to achieve. I just wanted to just update you on my journey. You know, I think it's a great business for anybody to start from wherever you are. If you have a 9-to-5, if you just want to do it on the weekends, if you want to just make some extra money, or if you want to replace your 9-to-5, you know, especially if you have a lot of money to buy and invest in phones, I think you should get started. But anyway, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, like the video, share, leave your comments. Until next time, peace. God bless. Hey y'all, I literally just got the alert. Okay, I literally just got the alert that I was paid. Okay, so that is awesome. Okay, so like literally like a few seconds after I finished the video, I literally just got the alert that I was paid. So I got my money in my PayPal and I'm ready to roll. God is good. All right, now guys, so I just literally just transferred the money from my PayPal to my bank account, and is transferred successfully. So I think PayPal only took like $1 and change. So I ended up getting out of the 35, like $33 and change. But hey, a win is a win. This is the first phone that I was profitable in, and I give God glory. So you know, I think that this is a new beginning for me, and yeah, so I'm very excited, and now I know that I actually have somebody that's gonna buy the phones that I send. So that gives me more zeal for this business. So guys, get started. You know, I mean, there's a lot to learn, but it's worth it, okay? Because there is profit. There is profit, and it's quick profit, okay? It's not like Amazon that you have to wait and go through the motions and hope and pray that you get at least $1 in the next few months or whatever. This is direct. You buy the phone, you assess the phone, you know exactly how much they're gonna pay. Your buyers are gonna pay you, so you make an offer that is less, you know, $50, $100 less, $20 less, depending on the phone's model and, you know, whatever, and the grade. And yeah, and then you, once you get the phone, you send it and get your money. It is that simple. I know I make it sound easy, but it's very simple. It's just learning everything, learning the process. But anybody can do this, okay? If I can do this, guys, you can do it, okay? So do not wait. If you're looking for a business to start, this is the perfect side business or business that can, I mean, completely change your life. If you have $1,000, if you have $2,000, even if you have $500, you know, or you want to just start from $50 or $100, you know, you can buy a phone. The first, I mean, look at this phone. I bought $20 and I sold it for $35 and made $15 profit. So you can start from wherever. You can start from wherever. But I have a video teaching you how to run Facebook ads, because that is key. If you know how to run Facebook ads and you know, you can put some money towards that, then I mean, the rest is just, you know, learning the process, okay? But learning how to run Facebook ads is key. And then if you have the Facebook ads, you have Atlas Mobile, then everything, I mean, that's all you need. You can run the Facebook ads, you have a direct buyer. I mean, what else do you need? Just take action, okay? All right, guys. All right, now guys, so I just literally just transferred the money from my PayPal to my bank account, and it's transferred successfully. So I think PayPal only took like $1 and change, so I ended up getting out of the 35, like $33 and change. But hey, a win is a win. This is the first phone that I was profitable in, and I give God glory. So you know, I think that this is a new beginning for me, and yeah, so I'm very excited, and now I know that I actually have somebody that's gonna buy the phones that I send. So that gives me more zeal for this business. So guys, get started. You know, I mean, there's a lot to learn, but it's worth it, okay? Because there is profit. There is profit, and it's quick profit, okay? It's not like Amazon that you have to wait and go through the motions and hope and pray that you get at least $1 in the next few months or whatever. This is direct. You buy the phone, you assess the phone, you know exactly how much they're gonna pay. Your buyers are gonna pay you, so you make an offer that is less, you know, $50, $100 less, $20 less, depending on the phone's model and, you know, whatever, and the grade. And yeah, and then you, once you get the phone, you send it and get your money. It is that simple. I know I make it sound easy, but it's very simple. It's just learning everything, learning the process. But anybody can do this, okay? If I can do this, guys, you can do it, okay? So do not wait. If you're looking for a business to start, this is the perfect side business or business that can, I mean, completely change your life. If you have $1,000, if you have 2,000, even if you have 500, you know, or you want to just start from 50 or $100, you know, you can buy a phone. The first, I mean, look at this phone. I bought $20 and I sold it for 35 and made $15 profit. So you can start from wherever. You can start from wherever. But I have a video teaching you how to run Facebook ads, because that is key. If you know how to run Facebook ads and you know, you can put some money towards that, then I mean, the rest is just, you know, learning the process, okay? But learning how to run Facebook ads is key. And then if you have the Facebook ads, you have Atlas Mobile, then everything, I mean, that's all you need. You can run the Facebook ads, you have a direct buyer. I mean, what else do you need? Just take action, okay? All right, guys.